In this session today, we are going to look at how to structure your course. Now, obviously the structure is the most important thing, and it's quite hard to first of all write it all out before you upload it to a platform because that can seem extremely boring, but you still have to do it. So it's better to structure it in your mind first and then add it than the other way around. So let's start. First of all, at the beginning of the course, you have your overview. This is the part that tells your customers or your learners what they are expected to learn throughout the course. And you obviously need to state what will make the course successful for them, because in order for them actually to deem the course successful, they need to know what success looks like for them. So you need to provide a high-level overview of what the course is about, a very simple breakdown of the structure, and what they can expect to learn and how you are planning on delivering it. You need to explain why your customers or your learners would choose this course. Now, in this particular example, I need to explain that people buy from people. They don't necessarily buy a product that they really love. They'd rather buy a product that they like, but from a person who they love. So you need to explain why you have the authority in this realm. So whatever your course is about, whether it's about overcoming eating disorders or whatever it is, you need to explain why you have the expertise, the experience, the skills, the knowledge, and the authority in terms of why they should listen to you and why they should take your course. You also need to reiterate for them that taking your course or buying your course was a good decision for them. Prerequisites. Okay, let's have a look at prerequisites. This can be anything. And when I'm talking about anything, it can go down to the lowest part of a pen and paper. But because your course is online, you're obviously wanting people to have data or Wi-Fi. That is just a prerequisite. That's a tangible or immaterial prerequisite. There might be other prerequisites such as certain behaviors, certain religious groups, certain criteria, like for example, you can't be an engineer unless you've done maths at school, that sort of thing. So you need to outline what the prerequisites are. And this is actually really important when you have another course that you're teaching, and the other course can sometimes be a second part of your first course. The prerequisite to the second course is that you have your first course. So take a second now and think about what you need your customers to have in order for them to actually do your course. Do they need Facebook? Do they need Twitter? Do they need Zoom? Do they need Microsoft Teams? What do they need in order to do your course successfully? Because the last thing you want is for them to come at the end of the course, ask for their money back and say they couldn't complete it, but actually it's because they didn't have one of the prerequisites. It's just important to ensure everything is transparent from the beginning. I often suggest that you should outline the resources that are required for your course, and do this in bullet points because people don't really want to go through paragraphs and paragraphs. They just want to know that they have got to get X, Y, and Z, or 1, 2, and 3, tick it off, and that's it. That's all that's needed for the course. Another important thing to note in the structure of the course is what they're actually going to be learning. So I would again also bullet point this or put this in number form. This is especially important when some topics build on others, and so there are prerequisites, or when some topics are completely independent. So you need to outline this for your customers or your learners in the beginning. Okay, times and dates. Now this course is evergreen. It will be available to you for the lifetime of the course. But not all courses are like that. And some challenges, for example, aren't. So I'm doing a 5-day challenge as a lead magnet to get people into this course. Now I need to explain where I expect the people to be at what time and what date. And it's important to also write this in the universal time format. In other words, South Africa is in GMT +2. But if someone from America in LA or someone in New York, for example, is watching, they are all in different time zones and they need to know what time to be available, especially when there is obviously live training or when you're going to pull down material and you don't want anyone to backlash and say, I didn't get it in time. You need to explain from the outset times, dates, when things are available, when the cutoff time is. That is just a very simple etiquette that needs to be followed. Now, this is obviously also quite important with Zoom and sending links on Zoom, for example, and Facebook and all of that sort of thing. They need to know where to be and where to go, at what time, and for how long. Requirements from your customers is very important too, because they need to know what is expected from them. Because again, you don't want the backlash saying, I didn't get what I wanted from the course, because maybe they didn't know what was required of them. So requirements and expectations, especially when it comes to, for example, Facebook groups, It's important to outlay in the beginning that you want everyone to be kind to each other. If they are not acting in accordance with the rules, that they can get eliminated from the group or get kicked off the course without compensation because they are not complying with the expectations of the group. This obviously falls under general conduct, but you need to explain from the very beginning the consequences of not actually following the general conduct. What I find very nice in courses is when they've got quick wins along the way. So if you're impatient, quite like me, I like to know that I've got a little bit of a success at the end of each day or at the end of each session. So I need a quick win. So if you can either give them application questions where they can learn something and then they have to apply it, or little quick assessments or quick little tasks that they will see that there is movement of the needle from where they were to where they want to be, then that's what you need to add in. So what I have created, for example, now is a checklist of all the things you need, what I've just outlined in order to structure your course. So if you just go to the PDF below, you will actually be able to download this checklist and use the checklist to apply it to your own course. Start creating the structure in your course now. Now, I just want to go across and see how this applies to the template. So we're going to go across now to the Selah Services platform and look at the template in terms of the structure. Here is the Selah Academy. And when we are looking at the overview of each course, on the home page, I can see here what the course is about. This course is the foundation of the Academy, and it gives me step-by-step tutorials and an online course platform to create and host the course. So I select grab this course, and now I will actually see the overview of the course in slightly more detail. I know if I'm not too techie, I can take the course. I know I will be able to learn in a community of other entrepreneurs, and I can understand all the sections within this course. So this is my overview over here. I see that it can walk me through the selection of my course topic and my templates. I understand the Selah Service course creation platform. I can understand how to create my content. I know there's going to be a membership site for my customers, a customer relationship management area where I can see each of my customers. I know I can add an online shop, and I have the ability to create a sales funnel to sell my course. This is providing me here with the overview. My overview is also summarized by this video over here. And this summary is quite nice because it shows the authority I have to teach this course. So if I click on that.
This is the course you're wanting to get if you are creating online courses.
So this is the overview, but in a video display because people like to watch from people. So the overview is here. And I know that once I have purchased the course, that I have X amount of weeks that I have live training within the Facebook group. And I know that I can subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I know that the content is there forever. So once I have bought it once, I have access to the content forever. In terms of why you should choose this course, I believe that people buy from people, and I have therefore created a video over here. I have also done it within the membership area. Once they've actually bought the course, they can log into their dashboard area, and they will now see
I'd just like to say congratulations.
A video that will pop up, and it will give them a little bit of information about the course, why I'm happy that they've chose the course, why it was a good decision, and why they are in the right place. When we are looking at prerequisites of the course, the prerequisite for this exact course is that people have a computer. If they're wanting to do videos, they have their phone, and they have the option of getting video software, and I recommend Camtasia. They need Wi-Fi or data, they need their own images, they need to have a bank account if they're wanting to get paid for their own course. So I have mentioned and I have dispersed throughout the course what are the requirements in order for them to do this course. Within the requirements, I constantly refer back to the Facebook group, which I'm currently creating, and that will be the group that once people have paid for this course, they can go ask each other questions there, and I will answer questions too. The prerequisites of the course are just a good attitude, actually doing the work, following through each of the tutorials so that you know what to do. It's also just learning within a community and being helpful. There are no prerequisites besides a good mindset and taking action on every single one of the different modules. I like to make everything transparent from the beginning. Everything here is ready for you to create your own online course and get going yourself. We also have the membership site, which is for us to celebrate each other's wins, because that's what it's all about. Now, required resources. Here I've got join our Facebook group, I've got the YouTube channel, and I also sometimes under some sections have a download the PDF here. The required resources for this specific course is literally just your computer, your phone, data, and Wi-Fi. However, if you're wanting to make your course amazing, obviously you're going to want to have your own photos, and I'll show you where to access them. Obviously, you're going to want to create your own videos, and I will show you how to create simple videos. So there are essentials and there are desirables. A desirable would be, for example, the video editing software Camtasia, but you don't actually have to have it. You can just video on your phone. Okay, when you're looking at what you will learn, in the very beginning, as soon as you come into this course, for example, create an online course, the first part is about topic and template. The second part is about structuring your course. But when you come into this membership area, you are automatically taken into this video.
Congratulations.
And that video just walks you through what to expect from the course. It also tells you what you will learn. However, we also can see here the structure of how you will learn. So I've got part 1, and I've used alliteration because it's just easier. Part 1 is about your topic and your templates, and here I've structured it that I'm going to be discussing this in the topic and the template. The next part is creating content. CC, creating content. It's this part now, how to structure your course. The written content, how to create that. The video content, and how to add SEO to your content. The third part is your actual preferred platform. This is talking about the Selah platform, and it discusses every bit of the elements on this platform for you. How to add menu bars, how to add progress bars, how to add bookings, your dashboard, how you go about actually creating your course on the Selah Services platform. Part 4 is all about site and shop. This is your membership site. It's your membership area and how you can buy the courses. And if, for example, you're wanting a bump offer or something when you are offering the course, you can sell other products, such as what I would recommend are digital products, so that you never actually have to post anything, but you can just get people to download really useful things from your course. So the membership site and shop is always about public or private pages, your different membership groups you're going to have, and divide your customers, adding your shop, and testing everything. Obviously, we have to test it all. And the final part of this course is about the fortune funnels, the funnels that are going to make you your fortune. These are the sales funnels, how people are going to actually get to your course in the first place, and a way of making it really, really easy. So here I've structured this into 5 different topics. So you see, I have 5 different parts, and each part has its own topics within it. This is what you really need to do now. For the next 5 minutes, select the course topic that you have now found to be what you have expertise in. And by expertise, I mean you're just the one page ahead teacher. You need to just be slightly further along the path than the next person who's learning from you. There is a man named Vygotsky. I love him. I quote him all the time. And he says the best learning is first of all in action. So you only learn by actually doing. And the second thing he talks about is scaffolding. And that is that the person who has slightly more knowledge than you is actually the better teacher than a person who is excelling in it, because they are not at your level anymore. But the person who's just gone through something, they are able to teach you the best. So don't worry if you're not the head honcho in your realm. As long as you know more than the people you're teaching, that puts you in a position of being able to offer and service your clients. What you will learn at the beginning of each of these, At the beginning of each of these parts, I talk about what you're going to be learning in that specific section. For example, we have selecting your course. We know what you're passionate about. It's telling you a little bit about what the course is. At the beginning of every single video, I do a little introduction. And at the end of each video, I actually just do an outro, which is just a summary and perhaps giving you a quick task so that you can have a quick win. Now you can see that the structuring part, again, it has a little quick what you're going to learn in the session. When we're talking about times and dates, this is what you're going to be using your Facebook group for. Now essentially, I've structured it that I have one group that is create and sell your online course. This is for everyone who is coming and doing the challenge. And then I have the private group that you have to pay for it. So this is, although it is private, you don't have to pay for this challenge, and everyone can chat about their online course here. However, once you've bought into the program, then there's a different group that you will access, and it's called the Selah Academy. So I would do all my times and dates within the social media platform that I'm using to promote the course. Again, if you're choosing also YouTube, you can add your videos there and you can do live training from YouTube. You choose your own platforms. But when you are doing, for example, the times and dates of your course and the times and dates of your challenge, for example, you're going to need to know the links. You're going to need to add in where the course is currently available, the days you're doing live sessions, and this obviously needs to be in your time format. And if you're using, for example, I use Zoom, the Zoom link. Within your group, you need to outline the requirements from your customers, and sometimes in the social media groups you have to answer questions. So you may need to have questions to filter who can actually join your course, and I would definitely suggest that for both the challenge, which might be free, and your actual course, because obviously they're going to have bought the course, so they're going to have to answer the question that yes, I have bought the course before they can come into the membership group. And here you can also state what your conduct is. So using this structure, go ahead now and structure your course in terms of how you think people will learn best. My suggestion is to do, first of all, the topic, and then divide the topic with sticky notes into different sections. I will show you how to do it here in my Asana. If I show you here my course, I have the different structures of the course. I have talked about the topic and templates, and I actually create all the subheadings within it, the creating content, all the subheadings, my preferred platform, what I'm going to show you on the Selah Services platform, the site and shop, the membership site and the shop, and then the funnel, the sales funnel. So go ahead now and write your topic down. Then write down all the ways that people would systematically understand your topic and how you have gone about perhaps explaining it to someone before. Structure your course now in terms of 5 or 6 main topics and the modules that you're wanting to cover within them. I hope that was helpful today. I know that the structure can be a little bit overwhelming in the beginning, and you can slowly start putting things together. Often I just have a big, huge piece of paper or a whiteboard, and I just start throwing ideas down, and slowly it gets into its own structure. So what I would suggest now is to download the checklist and to get a huge piece of paper out and just start structuring your thoughts. It will slowly but surely become the course that you're wanting to create.